What the man? What the fuck is this shit?
Fortnite is one of the most popular video games to ever grace the internet, and along with the popularity of the game came streamers and YouTubers who used the game's large audience to grow their own channels. Throughout the 6 years of Fortnite, we have seen some hilarious, talented, and downright amazing creators make a name for themselves. But sometimes these streamers and YouTubers disappear. This is the story of those creators, the ones who have left us all asking, where did they go? First up on our list is the legendary Daquan.
You want it again? 360, ooga booga booga!
And in all honesty, I don't think this man is ever truly making a comeback. You see, Daquan started gaining traction way back in the OG Fortnite days of 2017. Daquan started his own YouTube channel and saw rapid success from his daily live streams and hilarious personality on and off camera.
My ground, boy! 360, ooga booga booga!
But little did Daquan know, he was about to become one of the fastest growing streamers and YouTubers in the history of not only Fortnite, but all of gaming. The craziest part is, his success was all an accident. Back in 2017, in the month of November, Daquan would stream almost every single day, beating the competition and proving to be one of the best Fortnite players in the world. But the problem was, nobody knew who this guy was. That was until one day when Daquan started up his stream and loaded into a solo squads match. But when he got into the game, he realized he forgot to turn off autofill. And just as Daquan was about to leave the game, he noticed that he was squatted up with one of the biggest streamers of all time, Dakotas. Coincidentally, Dakotas was also streaming, and all of his fans saw Daquan put on an absolute show in front of everybody. After the match, the two had such a good time that they decided to keep playing with each other before eventually getting a whopping 28 wins in a row. That's right, 28 Fortnite Victory Royales back to back to back. This was a world record at the time. After seeing how good Daquan was, Dakotas would get Daquan into some of the top Fortnite tournaments in the world, while also streaming with him on a daily basis. Because of all of this, Daquan went from one of the most underrated and unknown Fortnite streamers in the world to a top name in the game and in the gaming community. For a while, everything was going well. That was all until August of 2018, when Daquan uploaded a video titled Daquan's Depression Sickness. In this video, Daquan describes why he just disappeared randomly, and this story is very sad.
I literally couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to the gym anymore. I couldn't hang out with my friends. I was literally just sitting in my bed. Okay, the symptoms that I had. I could barely eat. Anytime I ate anything, like, I felt like I just had to throw up. It was just severe nausea.
And sadly enough, Daquan would go on a long break following his depression video, causing a huge decline in his viewership. This obviously caused a drop in motivation for Daquan, leading to the stream quality also declining. Daquan would slowly but surely start to fall off the radar, and for almost 2 years, he didn't upload a single video or stream once. That was until 2021, when Daquan and a few of his friends from Fortnite signed a huge contract with NRG, and the team moved into the Thuum house.
We got a dishwasher,
a dishwasher,
a sink, another sink,
2 dead plants.
Damn!
Right off the bat, Daquan was averaging crazy numbers on stream, and everything seemed back to normal.
Bring it back to me. Ah!
But shortly after this return, Daquan would disappear once again, and this time it seems to be forever. It's been over 2 years since this 2021 NRG deal, and we haven't heard a single word from Daquan. I genuinely wish the best for him, and I really hope he comes back because I miss him so much, almost as much as Ceeday. Ceeday is another creator who was a huge fan favorite before literally falling off the face of this earth, and his story starts back in 2016. Originally starting as a Destiny creator, Ceeday didn't see much success streaming and making videos for only a few viewers. But then, Ceeday started doing something different by creating funny compilations which would help him start to grow an audience on YouTube. When Ceeday would upload his very first Fortnite video in 2017 though, is when things really started to take off. You see, Ceeday used this tactic of creating funny moments like he did in Destiny, but brought it over to Fortnite.
Oh, well.
You want the fucking brawl? I'll come out now.
Why?
I'll break your fucking legs, you little prick.
Stop. Hey, put that gun down. Put the gun down.
which caused his viewership to spike in 2017. Over the span of just a year, Ceeday would garner over 3 million subscribers to his YouTube channel, averaging millions and millions of views every upload. But it was around that time that Ceeday took his first break, which was a precursor to his downfall. After a month of complete silence, Ceeday would return and tell his viewers that while he was MIA, it was because he was moving into a new home, and it seemed like things were back to normal for a little while.
What the fuck is that? Is that a guy? Oh shit, wait, what? Bro. Easy.
Ceeday started uploading consistently again, but then he started this weird pattern of leaving without telling his audience, taking little breaks here and there without really explanations. But sure enough, Ceeday continued to gain subscribers, and although he was flaky with his uploads, he continued to be successful. That was until one day, everything just stopped. See, in February of 2020, Ceeday uploaded a video which would be his last one for over 2 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the bullshit. Now, my last video, I went around to the new spots. Well, most of them. I left out one of them, like the clown I am, because I thought that one was going to be irrelevant. So I missed out on the grappler.
Of course, fans eagerly waited and waited, but heard nothing from Ceeday for years. But he finally broke his silence during Season 2, Chapter 1, where Fortnite released the Black Hole event. Prior to this event, Ceeday stated that he was fed up with the future of Fortnite and he would be posting one last video on the game. But oddly enough, that video never came. That is until 1 year later when he uploaded his comeback video.
You know, it's not easy to explain a nearly 2-year absence. And let's be real, those last 2 years were no normal 2 years, man. That was one long, continuous ass whooping the whole time.
But again, that seemed to be a one-time thing, because sure enough, after this comeback video, he disappeared again. This became a pattern for Ceeday, and his fans started to expect that every time he came back, he would just flake and disappear again. And to this day, nobody really knows where Ceeday is, or why he quit altogether. You'd think he'd at least let his audience know first. Next up, Hamlinz. We've already talked about Daquan, and Hamlinz is one of his best friends, and they kind of disappeared together. Let's go back a little bit though and talk about how Hamlinz rose to fame in the first place. Before becoming a Fortnite streamer, Hamlinz would play RuneScape where he gained a decent audience. But when Fortnite came around, Hamlinz immediately made the switch and convinced his already established fan base to follow in his Fortnite streams. And boy, did Hamlinz put in the work. He quickly became one of the best Fortnite players in the world and was averaging thousands of viewers on his Twitch streams.
That's my head now.
Oh!
Hamlinz would go on to meet one of the top streamers at the time, Myth, and the two became very close friends along with Daquan, and they would stream on the regular, really upping Hamlinz's viewer base. Then in 2018, Hamlinz would get the offer of a lifetime. He was recruited to Fortnite's top team at the time, TSM. And for the next year and a half, Hamlinz went crazy with the content. He was absolutely crushing it in every aspect.
Oh, hello, motherfucker. Watch this, chat. Watch this.
But just like everybody else on this list, when everything seemed to be doing fine on the outside, things weren't really as they seemed. See, as Hamlinz started gaining more fans, there was more pressure on him to increase the quality and quantity of his streams. This pressure really got to Hamlinz, and it started to take a toll on his ability to stream every day.
No!
Then things got worse in August of 2021. Unfortunately, Hamlinz would announce his first long break from streaming. This is because Hamlinz's grandmother had gotten really sick and he needed some time for himself.
And then Hamlinz, he ran into like family issues where he was experiencing loss like in his family for the first time.
Of course, this is understandable, but sometimes Twitch and YouTube are not forgiving when creators take these long breaks. Then in October of that same year, Hamlinz made his big return, but unfortunately things were just not the same. He was streaming way less and he just didn't really seem like himself. Since then, Hamlinz has only streamed a total of 5 times and essentially fell off the radar. Much like our next creator, Fealress. Quite possibly the biggest mystery in Fortnite goes to Fealress. I mean, one of the largest creators in the entire world simply disappearing? We've got to talk about this. Fealress began his YouTube journey back in 2013 in the month of December. He would post Call of Duty content for several years, and Fealress kept grinding and posting this content and really became one of the better premier Call of Duty players of all time, and definitely one of the more popular ones. When Call of Duty Black Ops 3 came out, however, Fearless's numbers absolutely skyrocketed. From that, he realized his personality could help him gain more viewers than just playing the game, and he started creating funny and personalized content. And then, when Fortnite finally came around, Fearless went viral. He took his same funny, entertaining personality from Call of Duty and pushed it into his Fortnite content. So in 2017, he would upload his first Fortnite video, and from there, it was history. Just like COD, Fearless was a beast at Fortnite, and quickly became one of the best players in the world, while also growing a substantial fan base. At one point, back in 2018, he was getting 10 million views of video. But unfortunately, all good things seemed to come to an end in Fortnite, because after a while of posting, Fearless started to upload less, and it got to the point where it would be months in between uploads, until eventually it seemed to all fizzle out. And I mean, he just completely stopped uploading. Sure enough, this sparked a reaction from all over the community, considering that Fearless was one of the greatest and most popular Fortnite players of this time. Everyone was trying to figure out what happened, and nobody really had the answers except Fearless himself. And with many theories out there, nobody really knows exactly what happened to the legendary Fearless. However, we do know what happened to Sceptic. From being one of the youngest Fortnite streamers making it viral, Sceptic's story is truly like no other. His story began back in 2018, where the 14-year-old Fortnite phenom began streaming his gameplay to a very small audience. Although he was very skilled, Sceptic did not gain much recognition at first because there were so many other young talented players in the game, and he needed an opportunity to set himself apart. Well, that opportunity came soon and fast. One day, during his live stream, he was randomly matched up against the legendary FaZe Tfue. Not only did Sceptic have an insane match, but ended up eliminating Tfue in an intense 1v1 at the end of the match. Here's that clip. Within days of this clip getting out there, Sceptic took off. His video of him killing Tfue amassed over 10 million views, and Sceptic started becoming way more known in the community. Eventually, about a month later, he was recruited to a top esports team known as Misfits Gaming, where he would eventually go on to pair up with his then World Cup duo, Clix. Sceptic kept getting better as a player and as a content creator, and his hard work and efforts placed him in the prestigious Fortnite World Cup with his duo, Clix. The two went on to win $100,000 from the World Cup, which they split evenly. However, many fans started bashing Sceptic for being toxic, including this clip right here where he takes the L IRL in the World Cup.
We take the L. Oh my God, we got some trash talk in real life.
This led fans to give Sceptic hate and even call him out for saying that Clix carried in the World Cup. While Clix never said that that was true, and he actually says that Sceptic was a great teammate, the two of them ended up splitting following the World Cup event. After the split, Clix and Sceptic went their separate ways, having an occasional chat on social media, and it was clear they didn't necessarily get along. That being said, Clix was blowing up, and this would cause a lot of people to take his side in this ever-going battle, leading Sceptic to losing some of his fan base. That being said, Sceptic decided to switch up his content around this time as well, deciding that he didn't necessarily want to stay in the Fortnite space. So, Sceptic started to create content exploring NFTs, and this thing's made things worse as much of his fans didn't want to watch this new content. Then, Sceptic decided to switch back to Fortnite content, which at first did help him start to gain some of his traction back, and he was seeing a couple 100,000 views per video. However, ultimately things didn't work out for Sceptic on the Fortnite side. Sceptic started to slow down his uploads, taking month-long breaks, and as we've seen from a lot of these other YouTubers and streamers, when you take long breaks, it's hard for your fans and the YouTube algorithm to keep. However, he is still young and has continued to make different types of content and still make a living doing full-time content creation. At the end of the day, I wish nothing but the best for all 5 of these amazing creators and hope that all of them eventually do make a comeback doing whatever it is that they love and enjoy. Comment down below which one of these 5 people you'd love to see come back, and if there was someone missing from this list you'd like to see me cover. And of course, if you made it this far into my first ever video, please do hit the subscribe button for more Fortnite content. Talk to you guys in the next one.